Okay, you guys, sorry about that. I don't know why my camera turned off, and I'm not sure where it turned off at. I'm going to go back to this page because this page is so cool. So hopefully it doesn't turn off again like that. Okay, this was done with, I did a really cool background to make it look really like, really aged and old and grimy. I love it. And the butterflies are some napkins that I used in the background. These are all images from the magazine Where Women Create, and I love this. I made this image into a pocket. So what I love is it's like a metal wall with all of these, like corrugated metal wall with all these guitars on it. So I made that into a pocket, which I need to get tags for. Will this tag go in here? There's a tag. We'll put that tag right in there. Cool. And then this side is, again, from Where Women Create, a bunch of images of these like relics that are made out of plaster of Paris, which she made into jewelry. And I just loved the images, so I collaged them all together. I think that's really cool. And if I'm repeating myself on this second one for a little bit, sorry, but my darn phone just turned off. I don't even know why. Anyway. Okay, these are all pockets. In fact, this pocket actually came undone, so I really need to like glue this back to here. But anyway, this is a pocket here. I made a pocket here, pocket, pocket, pocket. I need to put tags in. But what I love about this is all music note paper in the background and book pages and dictionary pages. And then on top of that, I just did all napkins, which I think looks really pretty. Gorgeous. This is another page, did it the same way with all the layers in the background and napkins on top, which I think came out pretty. And then I have this Paris stencil, which I used at the top, which I love. And so there's a pocket here. And then there's, did I do a pocket on this side? No, there's just a pocket on this side, which I need tags for. And this girl here is one of my girls that I drew. I call these girls my Angie's Angels. So this is one of my Angie's Angels that I drew and painted up and colored up, painted up, and used her as a focal point. I think that came out pretty. And then I did the same thing again with this girl. This is my own girl that I drew. So I printed her off onto music note paper. Actually, I printed her off onto cardstock. No, okay. First I printed the music note paper onto cardstock, and then I took that printed music note paper and printed this girl on top of it. So, hopefully you followed that. Then I sprayed it with some of my Diane Reevely sprays, which I think came out really pretty. And it's a flap, see? So the flap comes up. And then I printed her out in black and white, and then just highlighted her with a little bit of like, I might have used a pencil, or I might have used like my pastels, I'm not sure. And just highlighted her with pink here and there. And then just did a really fun background. I love how the background turned out. Really pretty. A lot of layers. Then I did the same background over here. And then I did my girl again, and I colored her up and then applied her into the background, or applied her as the focal point. And then right here, this is one of my stencils that I like to use. Paris type of looking stencils. It says Pastre, I think. I don't know what it says. And then down here, I totally surrounded her by these beautiful napkins that are flowers. So I think that turned out really pretty. Okay, and here's another girl that I drew her twice, two different ways. And so I colored her up again. I collaged her with a big, huge rose, and then I put this hummingbird on top of her head. And then over here, I found these hands, and actually there was a baseball in these hands. These hands are kind of mucky and really kind of dirty. But I thought, how cool would it be with the, you know, opposite of having beautiful flowers? So this, it's like a hand full of roses. Oh, I just thought it would be cute, pretty. And then this background is a lot of layers, but then right here, I went ahead and through a stencil used some texture paste, which I use wall compound, and then put watercolors over all of it in different areas. But I think this page came out really pretty. Really fun. Really fun to do. A page I skipped, I don't know why. So I'll probably, hopefully go back to some of the pages I skipped in here just to make sure my journal is completely filled. this was like a Day of the Dead inspired. I know how I did this background. This is a ton of layers of all different types of collage bits, paint, a layer of collage bits, paint, a layer of collage bits, and paint, like 10 times. And then I took my electric sander, an electric sander, and I sanded this page. And then this is how it came out. So different things would come up. Some of the paint would come out. Some of the layers of different collage bits would come up. I thought it was gorgeous. I love it. I need to do this again. This was really fun. And then I stenciled on like a Day of the Dead skeleton face in black. And then this is just a bunch of roses that I collaged. I think it came out really pretty and really cool. So see right here, this is a skeleton head. And then on this side, did I do the same thing? I don't know if I did the same. Yeah, I did the same thing on this side. I used a little bit different colors, but I did the same technique. A lot of layers. And then at the end, I did throw on top of all the layers, I threw in these little butterfly napkins, little bits and pieces of it. And then this is a stencil. I forgot whose stencil this is. I forgot the name of the artist whose stencil it is. But anyway, I stenciled this beautiful heart. I stenciled these numbers, the numbers over here. And I love how this page came out. It's real grungy. Well, they both are really grungy. I love grunge. Okay, this page, I love how these two pages came out. This is my artwork. This is a Native American warrior that I drew and painted. So I just made a print of my Native American warrior and used it as my focal point. I collaged, this is from some magazine. I collaged a bunch of pots, Native American pots, down here at the bottom. And then a bunch of really cool layers and stuff to get the background, which I love. Again, continue that really cool grungy background here, which I love. And I love how I love using the, and I know this is more of a native type of page, but I love mixing stuff. It's mixed media. So I used my Asian stencils, like right here, which I love. I think that's so cool. And my Andy Skinner stencil right here. It's cool. Then I went ahead and took and collaged up all these pieces. It's like 3 different pots with like some type of a grill back here. I'm not really sure what it was, but I thought it was cool. So I threw lightning. I painted lightning over it, over everything. Lightning, shooting stars, little small stars. So I think that came out pretty cool. I love to do drips. I did drips, dripping everywhere to get even more grunge. Isn't that weird how I love something grungy like that, but then I love something real pretty like this? I like them both. But still, if you look at my backgrounds, they're grungy still. They're still grungy. This is really cool. This over here, I use the same background, which is lots of layers of, you know, the music note paper, book pages, dictionary pages, but also over that, then I layered stamps and also napkins to get this background. This right here is a... what is this? This is a wall sticker as a focal point from Dollar Tree. Look at, I always say this, but look at the Dollar Tree wall decals. They are gorgeous. I have tons of them, and I use a lot of them as focal points in my art journal. So this is here, which I think is gorgeous. This right here is this girl here is my own artwork. I drew and painted her. Then the flowers at the bottom that I have her encrusted in are the flowers that came from the Dollar Tree decals from this over here. And then these are butterflies that I got at Dollar Tree. Aren't they gorgeous? And they are dimensional, and I love it. So I think she came out gorgeous. Since that's my own artwork here, that'd be a gorgeous page to do a print on. I should print that one out. I will. Okay, this was a dedication to Aretha Franklin when she died. I love her. She just has a beautiful spirit, and of course, she just sings like there's no tomorrow. Just absolutely beautiful. What do they call her? The godmother of soul? Yes. Absolutely beautiful. So I took an image of her and put her in the middle. I did a beautiful vintagey background, threw some roses in here. These are those butterflies from Dollar Tree. I put those all around her, and I backed her with beautiful flowers. So this is all beautiful white roses Then I put her image. Then there's beautiful white roses here. And then I did all the butterflies right here, which I think is pretty. Then I did another one of those windows. And I used all music notes basically as the layer beneath all this. Because, of course, because she's, you know, the godmother of soul. Music notes, music, singing. So I thought it all goes together. And you can see her through the little glass. And, or through the plastic here. I also stenciled on music notes on the plastic too, on the window. And then there she is again. So I did a picture of when she was younger, and then I did a picture, that was when she was older, and this is a picture when she was younger, which I think is really pretty. Again, I encased her in beautiful white roses and butterflies again. And this was only a couple days after she passed away. Okay, make sure you guys can see this page. This is a lot of layers, which I think came out really, really pretty. This was from the, what is the, it was from a movie, Beauty and the Beast. This is the little cabinet from Beauty and the Beast. This is actually right here, yarn from one of my magazines. So I collaged this yarn, this bunches of yarn, back that, and that's like the background, and then I collaged over that. This is the drawers, the like curio cabinet, where the teapot set, the talking teapot, the mom and her little son, and then this is the rose that's encased in this glass. Remember when the rose finally loses all of its buds, then he'll have to stay a beast forever. But he doesn't. And then I just did a lot of beautiful layers over all of this. Same background here. A lot of music note pages. All the same stuff I like to use. But a lot of napkins. I did a lot of napkins as part of the background here too. And stencils. This is my own artwork here. One of my girls. And I collaged a clock, a watch face behind her. And then a bird over her. And then both pages I went ahead and hand drew in. I did white splatters for stars. I painted in little mini stars and then shooting stars everywhere. I think that came out pretty. And then this is another page I did with a lot of layers for the background. I love the stencil. It says Marcel, I think. That's a like one of my Paris stencils. This is a bunch of roses that I collaged all together. In the middle of those roses I collaged together, I put this watch face and some type of like dress forms right here. So it's like a nice little pretty collage all together. This I wanted to look really vintagey and really grungy. So I did a really grungy background, which I think looks really pretty. A lot of drips. These are all collage bits that I like to take like an off-white type of paint, like a real beigey, like a white with a little bit of beige put in it, and just lightly go over this so it goes into their focal points, but the focal points that are more in the background, so that the main focal points can stand out. But I just thought that looks really cool. And then I collaged together this zebra, this chest, and some big jewelry bit, or maybe it's an instrument, I'm not sure. I thought they looked cool together. Next, this is one of my pages that people love the most. This was a bunch of collage. I used a lot of, in the background, music note paper, of course, book pages, all of that. But I also used a lot of scrapbook paper too. And then watercolor. And then of course, I always do a white gesso over it. And then some watercolor over that white gesso so that you can see all the layers coming up. And then a bunch of stenciling. And then I took this very vintage lady, which I think is just so cool, and I backed her with this beautiful white rose. And behind, well, first I did a perfume bottle, then I put this vintage lady on top of the perfume bottle, and behind her head I tucked in a beautiful pink rose, and then I said, "You are beautiful." I think this page came out really pretty. I had a lot of people like that that page. Let me just bring it up a little closer if I can. Oh, I don't know, it's heavy. See, there she is. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm at the end of my book, so it's just gotten, it's so heavy. Okay. Then I did another, I used a lot of Tim Holtz scrapbook paper in the back of this because I wanted to look really cool, old and grungy. And I did a lot of collage bits all together. This was a bunch of, like, a big stack of gold rings. This is a watch face. This is, I don't know, some furniture piece. And this is another, I think it's like another type of watch that opens up. Anyway, I made it into like a little space right there. I made that into space, and I made this into space by putting black in there and then putting all kinds of stars. And then I did shooting stars coming everywhere. I did drips of water going over this, so it almost looks now like a waterfall, not a stack of rings. And then at the bottom, this is a little strip I put down here, and it says, Believe, Happiness, Beautiful, and Dreamer. I didn't do that page. This page here, this is one of my girls again that I drew and painted her up, or colored her up, which I think she turned out really pretty. And I did her over the music. I drew her right on top of the music note paper because I wanted the music notes and whatever was on the page to come up through her face. And I did her hair, and I collaged in a bunch of like all kinds of stuff. Roses, hummingbirds, watch faces, more birds, more flowers. And then I drew her hair in right here after I collaged all that in. And then I did some, I think I did some pastels. Yeah, some of the Jane Davenport's palette pastels. Just over it a little bit. So you can still see like a hummingbird and a watch face and a rose, but it was kind of colored. And then I did a lot of layering in the background. This was fun to do. I really enjoyed doing this. This was the same. I did the same idea I just told you I did basically on this page too. Same thing with my girl. Did the same thing in the hair. In her hair there's roses, there's a teapot, there's a beautiful lantern, watch face, a butterfly. So I did the same thing for her hair, colored her up, did a really pretty background, all layered. And then this is a wall decal from Dollar Tree. It says Follow Your Dreams, which I love. And these are butterflies. They're also wall decals, and I put those here. So Follow Your Dreams. I think this whole page just turned out really pretty. This would be another really cool print to print her out. And that was the last page. Okay, so that was it on that. Whew, that was a lot to go through. That was a lot to go through. So we'll just open it back up to this to end the video. So, you guys, that is it. I hope you guys like this little tour through my art journal. And since this video has gotten kind of long now, I'm going to wait to do a tour through my latest art journal. I think I'll just wait until that art journal is done, and then I'll do a little tour. Or the next time I work on my art journal, I'll kind of show that one, because I only have like maybe 5 or 6 pages done in that one. So, okay, so that's the end of this art journal. I love it. I love how it turned out. It's so, oh my God, look at the yumminess. That is just yumminess right there. Look how thick that is. That's ridiculous. I'm actually going to try not to make them this thick because my binding on the outside kind of ripped a little bit. So I need to like kind of calm down and tear up more pages and not make them so thick. But it was really fun. I hope you were inspired. I hope you liked this. Check out my videos because I have almost videos for almost all the pages in here. So a lot of mixed media videos. Okay, you guys, that's it for now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. Give this video a thumbs up. That'd be great. Any comments, questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Also, I have a group on Facebook called Our Magical Little Place. Please come join and share any of your artwork, whether you're an artist, whether you scrapbook, whether you make cards, whether you're a knitter, whatever, and come share your artwork with us in the group and come join the group. Okay, that's it. I will talk to you guys in the next one.